Well, this is a little test to see if this thing's working all right. I'll try headset here. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can hear myself all right. Okay. I hope you can hear me okay. And what I'll do is share the screen. There we go. And what I discovered is that I have, for many years, at least 5 years, had a faulty, completely useless graphics card. Start the motors up now. Going to put the position lights on, strobe lights on. I don't need the landing lights, but I could put them on because it is nighttime there. Do that. I'm waiting for the motors to warm up. One of them's warmed, left is warmed up. The right motor is not yet warmed up. It's ready now. So I'm going to page up, power up 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. No, 60%. That's plenty. And when it does that, I'm going to let the brakes loose. See the shadow down below? Isn't that neat? That's the moon. Now I'm going to take the landing lights off. Uh-oh.
Something like 686, arrange your flight to B, flight level 220, 25 miles before Coxton, please. 25 miles before Coxton, will do 650. Something like 686, arrange your flight to B, flight level 220, 25 miles before Coxton, please. 25 miles before Coxton, will do 650.
I'm in mouse look for some reason. I don't know why that is. There we go. Well, something good for this happened.
7716, please, climb.
This thing. Uh-oh. Didn't delete. What a mess. Oh, that's pretty messy. Let's see if I can do any better with this helicopter here. Fly. Up we go. This is one of those poofing helicopters that when you step out of it, it just goes away. That was called a dispenser. It's a helicopter dispenser. Sometimes they call them vendors. Sometimes dispensers, depends on what you do with them and whether you charge or don't charge and so forth. Every time you go through a boundary, that little upset's going to happen there, so you'll let go of the controls when that occurs. Should be one here someplace. Yep. Boundary. So let's land here. Again, you'll notice that there's a shadow on the chopper, see that? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand and I'm going to zip away. So I have flying powers and look, it's gone. Now here I'm flying around more or less the way you would in astral projection, unless you go feet first. I sometimes do. If feet there are. See, that's really nice, the way the shadows are cast here. And they're moving shadows as well. These are banyan trees here and over here. Well, I'll try again. That's a full prim, which means you have to watch it really carefully. You can't just leave it if something happens.
Sabina 686, arrange your flight to B, flight level 220, 25 miles before cockpit, please.
I'm fooling with the motors because they weren't doing anything. All right, so left motor is ready. That the green light is on the red on the left motor down here. And the right motor is ready. I'm going to try again to take off. Let the brakes loose. Now don't tear apart on me going across this border here. It might. All right. We're driving, we're flying at night. I could put the map on, just fly by instrument, but I choose not to do that. Get a little more altitude here, and we're going to thrust up it to 80%. Getting some thrust. And let's see here if I can get this. Nope, it's not that.
Line 22, visual navigation direction cockpit.
I haven't tried landing here yet. That is tricky as hell. Stand up. Always a good idea. Stand up first. Step outside the plane. I just landed a little bit cockeyed. Delete the plane. And now we can pick up one of these little Sopwith camels over here. Meanwhile, I'll detach this and I'll sit in the Sopwith camel and I'll take off from that thing. fun to fly underneath that bridge. I just put that bridge up. I didn't know if I could do that or not. It's doable, as you see. Again, look at the shadows that have been cast by the moon. That's kind of interesting. Maybe land here and pick up another vehicle, another actually plane here. I just page down to slow myself down. Step out. There I am. Out of the plane, and the plane will poof. All by itself, it'll poof. Let's see if it does. Am I right? Will it poof? Will it poof? It takes a few moments for it. Sure, it's asking, are you sure you want to get out of me and walk away when you could be flying? It's still sitting there, huh? Uh-oh. There it goes. All right. I'm going to res up a medium-sized bike, motorbike. Start engine. I'm just adjusting buttons here. Oh, I didn't even get on the bike. Oh my. All right. I wasn't kidding. See, again, that moonlight is casting up those here. Medium, casting these wonderful shadows here. So there's the bike. I'll right click and I'll say ride. It's always the fifth one down is this where you just hold with your up arrow. Overcorrection is the enemy. Of course, page up, speed. Page down. Whoa! Hey, tricky. That's going across those borders. And when you go across the border, don't panic. It's going to just lose you for a minute. Just go ahead and let it. Think that fun. Of course, you could be racing with this thing and so slalom work. Once again, we are with those. Watch those border crossings. I've marked them so you can see them if you're in a race. That's pretty good, huh? This thing will poof when you get off of it. So just keep if you got the arrow down, just hold it, keep it down. Don't do anything else. Don't try to correct anything else. Finish, say stand down below your screen, the bottom of your screen. Stand back, and it will poof away and go do something else. Now, I have a sailboat that is not a poofing sailboat. I'm going to astral project over there. This astral projection, I'll say but here we go. I think this is my boat. Yeah, this is my Gorby's working. Yeah, I think I can sail this boat. All right. So I'm going to press the enter button, and I say main, and I'm going to move this. Let me see. Jib as well. It's a JIB for jib. So you should notice the jib like that. Now, I'm going to, if I want to go left, I think I should. light arrows were not affecting it at all, which they should have. Okay, so let's see. There's a dance room here. Pizzeria here. Wonderful pastry shop. It's really good pastry confections here. I've put a couple of models up in here that I made out of just nothing. And this stuff, you can make this out of what's just lying around. And I did a whole bunch of models like that were just made out of nothing. Here's kind of an interesting thing, this little chopper here. Sit here, it says, and we will. Page up to go up, and forward to go forward. You notice again we have a moon shadow. We'll go across this barrier, across the border rather. Up we go. And we're going to take a little spinaroo here. Another border crossing with a little more altitude here. You see the lighthouses in the distance. That's as far as the ashram will let you go. It's that far. You can't go out into the ocean more than that. Hard as hell to land this thing, if it's even possible, I'm not sure. Whoa. Yes. Wild ride. And it poofs away, so it's gone. So it's very safe to try that out and see what happens. Right over here you'll see a windsock, where you see you see a windsock. There's a plane. Left click, and it has the Sopwith Camel, Fokker DR1, and a Red Baron. Let's try the Red Baron. That's a fun plane. Let's try this. Side page up to get a little speed. And those houses tell me that there's a border crossing here. See? There's always a clue that there's a border crossing. Also obvious boards, land boards and safety. There's one on the lower right now going right past us. So we should be in momentarily and let's get a border crossing that way. And those kind of boom, that happens. There it is. That's the wind patterns like in Facebook. Flying as close to the ground as I can. there's a variety of other little devices like that. Here's something interesting for you. I'll show you this too. These are 3 products that I put up on the marketplace, and they're just made of prims. That's all they are. But there's things inside them. And those things inside them are a magical formula. And so these things are used as God particles for that reason. Let's hit my chat off there. So that is how some of the stuff is done, and you will lose a plane now and then. You'll not be able to operate a boat now and then. These things do happen. And so, but I will say that I was operating with a very old 12-year-old video card. So I now have a new video card, and it is really super fast and smooth. And so I'm getting really good movement for the first time in Second Life. So I've been bad-mouthing Second Life. It wasn't Second Life's fault at all. It was my video card. And I didn't see any shadows. You might not. If you've got a very powerful computer and a very good internet connection, or solid internet connection anyway. I mean, mine is not fast, but it is good and solid. And so when you have a reasonable internet connection and you have a very super fast computer with a great graphics card, the graphics card is the key to it. You'll be able to get shadows moving. These are shadows that are actually moving shadows. They're animated shadows. I can get the sun to, I'll show you this. Okay, here, share screen. And I'll go back over here and I'll put this on. Hang on a second. Now you see where we are, and it's nighttime. And I think this is you see the moon over in the distance there. I'll take a snapper of that. So if I were to, let's choose sunrise. The moon's going down there, and the sun is coming up over here. Isn't that amazing? Now, if I go to world, environment, and I say sunset, it will go from there to there. Isn't that something? You can see that happen. Then when I go to world, environment, and I say use shared environment, well, that's where we are right now, is here. That's where we were. So we're in just pre-dawn. See, it's just about to come up dawn here. And it actually keeps the clock, and this thing actually rotates just like a planetarium. So this is quite amazing. This is the temple, and you can go inside the temple here and take a screenshot of where you normally sit. See, just at the place, not with you in it. If you sit over, let's say here, you'd move over like this, maybe move in a little bit like this, up like that, take a nice angle shot, and then take a snapper, and then you'll appear in front right here like this, you see. So that's one way you can create a background for yourself. Hi. And over here, by the way, I don't friend people because if I did, I wouldn't be able to use this system because I have way too many. It would choke up the screen to have all that chatter on there and stuff. So I don't. I apologize in advance, but I don't respond. So here, this is flyover at night. It's kind of like exactly the way the astral project. And so this is the easiest didn't say it was accurate, but it sure is nifty, huh? Oh, there it goes. Down, down, down. Okay. And I've got these lighted runways for you, which will help you. But again, Control M turns on your map. And what I like to do is put the map over here like this, kind of like that, out there. And then you can see, and then click back on your screen so that you actually can move. Otherwise, you won't be able to. Here I'm facing west. Duh. It's west on the map, right? So I'm facing west. I'm facing east. See, the dawn is coming up. It's coming up dawn. Once again, I will make a snapper of that. That's neat. That's really neat. I'm facing north, west, and it even says N, N-E, E, S-E in the corner. See? S at the bottom, SW at the lower left, W on the left-hand side. See? That's the west, and that's the east. Oh, there's another nice shot. I think I'll take that. Now I can turn around this direction, and then I can use my camera control to come in like this. To take a shot like that. And I can navigate, if I fly, page up, navigate. I can navigate with my instruments, as it were, with my map, you see. Just make sure that you have clicked onto the screen, otherwise you will not be able to control your character. It'll be in the map itself. So if you click the map, see, well, then I can't control the character anymore. So now I hit this, and I can now control it. So that's an important factor. And Control M takes it right back off again. Simple as pie. Page down. Oh, and if I double click, I can run. Double click your up arrow, which is your forward arrow, and you can run. Page up, and you can fly. Sleepy man. One more thing to you here, which is this little green guy. You press left click into this thing and you get a bunch of interesting places to go, like here, for instance. Now you're in the bridge of the Enterprise. Pretty neat, huh? You pick up some coffee over here and a donut. You can sit and have chat conferences. The stars are going by as you watch. Now, when you change the environment of you change your world environment, and let's say you go to midday. Well, now it changes the light where you are. Kind of weird, but true. That's what it does. And there's all kinds of settings on this thing, the new and so on. And here's the transporter. And I'm going to go to the fashion run, for instance. And the fashion run is a huge fashion place. Oh, that doesn't have the right. There it is. That's better. Much better. And it's got some shops in here with all kinds of good stuff. Outfits in here to buy. And of course there's chairs and a lectern, and there's spots which also will follow an individual if you wanted to. Then here I have a dressing room. You can see out, but they cannot see in. And I have another dressing room here, which I use. This is my pose stand here. And again, you can see out, but they can't see in. Let's run. Hey, lo and behold, look at this. What do we got up here? This is golf course. And you get membership in this golf course if you're a member of our country club. Of course, you get to go to the golf course. And this, here are the golf club rentals. I have my own, and I can tell you how to get a custom club. This is a map here, and you can right-click on this and zoom in. I think, no, it doesn't zoom in. Okay, never mind. Forget that. So you can get down here and use your thing. There you go. And you can study this and see where it goes. You know, here goes 1 this way, 2 goes this way, then 3, then 4, then 5, 6, 7. Here's where it gets tricky. You got to find 8, then 9. See, 8 is kind of like 7, and there's a long, long thing to 8 going south on path number 3. And then you go to 9 this way. And then 9, you go up here to 10, down here. And then you have to find 11. That is kind of a bear, because you got to go kind of back this way to get to 11, or that's this way to get to 11. Then here, takes you to here. Then you got to walk this way to get to 12. Oh, that's it. There it is. 11, then to 12. Then you go to 13. I was going backwards there, sorry. Then you go to 14, 15, 16, it's a very short hole, 17, 18, the 18th hole, which brings you back to the resort or the practice area. And by the way, there is a practice area here, behind here. And there's always some guy cutting the lawns and stuff. He's around here somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but he's always, there he is. See him out there? He's always out there working for you. So there's a putting green here. And then there's a chipping practices sand area here. And then guess what? Over here. So putting and chipping. And here you have 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes. Well, I'm not going to get right with this guy. The driving range, and you can see how your drives went in meters. Okay, maybe it's not in meters. No, it probably isn't. I don't know. Probably yards. So that's what you would do. And then of course maybe I can do this. Let's see. So I want a driver. By the way, this is much better than the I'm going to go off to the hook off there. Yeah, went way off. Okay. So here, once again, I'm going to use a driver. Now I'm going to use my arrow keys, my left arrow keys, to make it go straight. I'm going to hold down, get the full power I can, and there it goes. And that's a nice drive. That went out about 50 yards, okay? Now I go back over. I don't have to go there to see that. I mean, I can see it went about 50. It's a nice drive. Okay, I did good. Let's do it again. So, whoopsie. So what I have to do is I click into my golf club. I say driver. I aim where I want it to go. Left click, left mouse down, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. See that bar? Those bars go across, wham, let it go. There you go, nice straight drive. It's a good 50 yards. Meanwhile, this guy's just happily doing that, all that mowing and such. And this is the way you would, this is hole number 18, it's a par 3. I will use a driver for this. And I'll try to aim it as best I can. The wind is 2 miles per second. All right, now you can see from this little loopy doodle here where the ball went. The ball leaves a trail. I almost hit a hole in one, but I didn't. So it rolled off the green. This is a slight chip shot here, I think. And you see this big arrow there. Says, oh, there's your ball right there. So now here, I'm going to want a wedge for this. I usually try to stand right on the ball, but I didn't this time, so here. Okay, now I'm going to address the ball right here. It identifies the ball for me, you notice. Again, I click on my club. I want the putter. Oh, this should be a cinch, right? Good luck. These greens have brakes on them, so it isn't as easy as it looks. Oh, look at that. That's very satisfying. All right, so I'm going to stop the share here. And I'm going to sign off for the bit. And I'm hoping that you enjoy this kind of loose, very informal session with Second Life, just to see how my new graphics card is holding up. It looks like it's doing a very good thing. Very good job. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.